your host, Meep, and welcome to FMK Anime. And I'm here with my co-hosts, Lewis and Ember. Say hello, you two.
Okay.
I guess Lewis just lit their house on fire, so we're gonna have to do this quick. How much has the fire consumed, Lewis?
You'll never know until it's there.
Oh no.
Rip.
And I can't believe BC lit on fire during winter, too. Ah! Yeah.
Oh, man.
This was a week of anime, huh? Wasn't it?
This is
We
a
only
show
had
where
3 episodes.
we watch anime. And we talk about the anime, and at the end of the week, and at the end of the show, we can cut an anime. Let's just jump into it and see if any anime get cut today. And let's start with Komi-San Can't Communicate, Episode 8. Komi goes to visit her grandmother and aunt's family, and after which she joins Tadano and the gang at the summer festival, playing in all kinds of festival games and winning a PS5 for Najimi. Then they all meet at Tadano's house, where Komi tells them she wants summer to never end. It was a funny, sweet, wholesome episode. I love how Najimi is just a gambling addict.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems entirely in keeping with them.
Yeah, good episode. Like, it was a Komi-san episode. It was a good one. Definitely step up from last episode.
I really liked all the stuff with the summer festival. It was really sweet and cute. Just seeing them in yukatas. Just Komi trying the entire time to tell Tadano that she liked how he looked in his. The fucking bit with the old lady where she just pulls one by accident. She's like, ah! And you see her getting taken away on a stretcher.
Oh, like the fucking...
She was fucking JoJo posing.
Yeah, she went full on JoJo there.
Oh, it was so good. I also loved seeing them go to like their grandmother's house. Just seeing Komi like functioning with her family has been neat. I like seeing her in her home element rather than just with Tadano.
Her fucking dad and the uncle just staring at each other, just like they get along fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really seems like, from what I can see, like her aunt and her mom are like the odd ones out in terms of talking to people.
Yeah, because they're both like very outgoing, and god damn it, the show had to give me another waifu choice with her aunt. God damn it.
Yeah. Why are you being a coward? Go for the grandma.
Oh
Wow.
god.
We're learning things about Ember today.
Oh no. That's. Anyways, I love how the dad got chewed out by the grandmother. He just walks out all dejected. Oh.
No. What do you think he yelled at him for?
For not being successful enough.
Probably.
I fucking love when Najimi shows up with 1,000 people.
Yeah, completely in keeping with the character.
Yep.
It's like, everyone is a friend of a friend of a friend, so I have to invite them.
Oh, we get pink-haired girl again, too.
Yeah, I
Briefly.
don't exactly like her. She just pops up out of nowhere for some stupid shit that has no relevance to the plot and then fucks off.
That's what I love about her. She just shows up, hi, here again. And it's just this funny bit where she keeps missing, Komi keeps hitting. Then she just leans over, pointing the gun right at it, hits it, walks off triumphantly. I am withdrawing.
Also, did
champion.
you notice how she tends to like inner monologue as though she is the main character?
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting for a gag that's gonna be like, there's something slightly competitive happening, and she doesn't show up, and everyone's gonna be like, I feel like something's off.
I would love that.
Also, once again, Yamai being creepy.
Uh-huh.
She's such a small part in this episode. I forgot she was there.
She's still
straight up being like, eat my sausage.
With
Yeah, but
fucking...
that leaves for a good Naijimi moment.
Yeah. I feel like Najimi probably knows exactly what's going on.
Oh,
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%. They did it on purpose. I fucking... Like, the one she's like, Komi-san, kneel down. I was like, oh no, where is this going? And then Tadano's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, Tadano, I'm here with you. I got the baseball bat. Najimi swoops in for the save. Oh, okay.
Can we nominate her for best antagonist?
I mean, if we're really that stretched thin for antagonists, then sure.
Which we normally are.
Yeah, but we still have
I
Stay,
would
right?
stop fucking inviting her to shit. She just makes things creepy.
Here's the thing. She invites herself.
She just comes.
Like, almost every time she's shown up, like, Najime's like, wait a minute, I didn't fucking invite you. Like, I don't think Tadano and Najimi actually like her.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty clearly, like, implied with them being, like, every time they're just like, ugh, this bitch again.
And Komi is just going for any friends she can get. The slut.
Nah.
I am kidding.
Oh, that reminds me, and I was gonna point this out on the podcast. Like, I saw a thread on Twitter where people were being creepy over that one scene where she goes down the slide in the last episode, and I posted a thing like, friendly reminder, this is literally a 15-year-old, stop looting. And people, like, the dudes in that comment section got so fucking pissy at me. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Like, one of the dudes, Meep knows about this, and I think Limits also knows about this, but one of those fuckers actually followed me to a different thread and started harassing me with I commented on some art about it, like a cute little animation that someone did of some kid just drawing and going out in the rain, and they commented a thing like, friendly reminder, this is a child, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And friendly reminder, they're wrong. It's an animal.
It is a furry child, yes, but still, that I wasn't commenting anything sexual. All I said was, oh, that's adorable, and they're just like, friendly reminder, this is a child, and I'm like, no connection there at all.
There are some weird people out there. Like, for instance, there's a plague on NSFW Twitter of people who say all characters drawn are 18, but you only draw 18 plus characters, and then proceed to draw porn of Pokemon characters.
Or like that convenient thing where you just say that they're 18 plus and do nothing to change their actual appearance.
I aged them up, but they look exactly the same as they do normally, so okay.
Yeah, just technically 18. The fucking Miraka-chan defense.
And almost every artist I've seen do that actually does change the designs to look older, so...
Yeah, if you're gonna
Never
age
seen
them,
it once.
If you are going to age them up, then actually make them look different.
I mean, no matter what they draw...
I still think that's not an excuse, because you're still looking at a child character and saying, I want to fuck it, so fuck it, let's just move it to make it so that it's not technically immoral.
I kind of disagree with that in the point of, like, you're actively, like, you're actively going out of your way to make this character not a child anymore, which kind of speaks to me of, like, you're actively moving away from, like, you have to turn them into an adult in order to be okay with making them sexual.
But there's still the line of, this 14-year-old is hot. And then it goes from there. And that's just, fuck you.
Yeah, true. I think it's kind of like Limis said, where it's like, the mom is right fucking there. You don't have to loot Komi. Mm-hmm. The mom and the aunt are there.
The mom is pretty much Komi. Come on.
Yeah. And the grandma. I will die on this hill.
But anyway, dumb Twitter people aside.
I just thought it was funny. People were getting this pissy about their fictional waifu.
Well, yeah, that's anime. Welcome to anime. People are getting pissy about dumb bullshit all the time.
I figured.
like this segment where they were at Tadano's house. Just
Yeah.
moving on past this conversation.
All right.
Changing the topic swiftly. Yeah, Tadano's house.
Tadano's house. I like Tadano's sister. She was a nice little addition to the scene.
She
Yeah.
is the calmest person out of all of them.
Yep.
Yeah, all of the rest of them are just like, what the fuck?
We
How
came.
did you get a girl in your house?
I came here with an important mission. I need you to do my homework. No. Oh. I loved that.
Right. Yeah, that also seems entirely like... Yeah, I do like that... I know I mentioned that before, but I do like that they're not really leading so much into the gender thing with Najimi. It's more of the ADHD thing.
It's more of that and the extroversion and stuff, but yeah. Also, I
Yeah.
gotta say, this is the most masculine we've seen them dress in this entire series. So I think possibly leading more on gender fluid then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were referred to with he in this episode.
But I don't know. They just change it on a whim.
I want to think that that's the show being like, no, he's masculine today, so he is a he today, or they're a he today. I want to think that's the show being clever.
I want to hope, and that's not my other thing, that it's like when referred to in like third person, or directly they're referred to as she, but like when Tadano's thinking of them, they think of him as a he. Which that's a different can of worms.
I mean, people
But you
were
might
out
also
loud.
call
People
Najimi
were out loud calling
Oh.
him he this episode.
Yeah. And it's like,
So I-
okay, and then it brings up the interesting question of, is it the translation that we're watching? Because technically we're watching a fan sub.
That is true.
I mean, I'm just choosing for the sake of my own, like, not feeling weird about it. I'm just choosing to call them non-binary or like gender fluid,
Oh yeah.
because otherwise it just feels creepy.
I'm gonna believe until proven otherwise that this is the show being clever and going, they are masculine today.
Yeah.
Only way that we would find out is actually fucking learning Japanese and figuring shit out then.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
Or beating up the Netflix bastards and busting their balls.
Oof.
Well, at least we know that we've had at least one, like, cat-on just straight-up trans character, although they were a creepo.
Mm.
A creepo who got told
The
to die.
scene where Komi started to cry at the end was so
Aw.
heartwarming. It was like, oh, poor girl.
Yeah. It's like I said, I can feel her on that. I can understand that. It's like just the thing of I have never had this many friends before. Then they're all at my house, or at least they're at Tadano's house together. But still.
Low key, I really want to try out the candy etching game because that looks like it'd be fun.
The fucking Squid Game.
That's a Squid Game.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh lol, it's a Squid Game reference. Which I know Squid Game did not invent that, but still.
Also, I just want to point something out that I noticed in this episode. So it was a PS5. She won Najimi or Najimi.
Yeah.
At the point that I think it was a PS4 in the manga.
Oh, it probably was.
Yeah,
So
they
they
call
must
it
have
a
changed.
place store to avoid the fucking like
That-
copyright claims.
That's a change that I appreciate because it keeps it more current.
And goddamn, makes the price a whole lot better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you still not buy a PS5? Probably, because
I know people who have tried to sell their kidneys for a PS5. Or at least they've considered it.
Oof.
getting a new motherfucking graphics card is easier than getting a PS5. That should tell you how fucking hard it is.
The fucking RTX cards.
Fucking trying to get a 380 nowadays is like fucking trying to mine for gold.
Really? Damn.
Fucking.
I
It's
don't
all-
play video game.
But Cards?
Yeah.
Do we have anything else to say?
I am.
We
Alright.
already know what our thoughts are gonna be on this. We're gonna fuck the show. We're always gonna fuck the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll fuck it.
Now that we've gotten past the really creepy parts, I am fully on board with fucking the show.
Oh yeah. And with that, that is a trifecta for Komi-san Can't Communicate. Let's move on to My Senpai is Annoying, episode 8. It's Golden Week, and Futaba gets scared at home, so she and Takeda hang out to make her feel better. When the real plot of the episode kicks in, Sakura and Kazuma go on a date to the aquarium and have a good, cute time together until two hentai protagonists try to NTR Sakurai. However, Kazuma puts a stop to it. This episode felt like it was made specifically for me.
Yes, like he actually did it. He actually fucking said it, and I'm like, oh, you go, baby.
Hell
He
yeah,
did.
gamer, get the girl.
And then he kind of just like, it was adorable how he kind of just like backed out of it a little bit at the end.
I love their little relationship together. I'm so happy we got this where Futaba and Takeda are in the background, but hardly being focused on. Because I don't care about them. I care about the other characters. I also like how Vodka Girl is kind of shipping herself with that one dude.
Yeah. Also, we learned a little bit more about her and the implication that she does sword training.
Fucking this girl's an enigma, man.
Yeah.
We've plunged the knives in. Lewis, what did you think of this episode? Oh no. Oh no.
Limis's kill. Rip.
Motherfuckers, I left to go get water because I thought now would be a good time because you guys would talk all about this episode, but now you have to turn it to me. Alright, sure, fine, have it that way. I fucking hate this episode. It was so fucking boring. It was so boring.
Actually, like, cute this time.
Really cute.
The show gets more and more boring with each episode. I just don't fucking care.
Like, I'm so happy it focused on the couple that I like, and not the couple that I'm lukewarm on.
Yeah, they had some, like, parallels between the two, but it was really more of a Kazuma and Sakurai-focused episode.
Yeah.
Which even I'll admit that Takeda and Igarashi are kind of, like, boring at this point. Like I said, it loses a lot of the charm when you know they are going to bang at some point. You're just waiting for it to happen.
Yeah, I feel that.
This whole show is just the type of romance bullshit that I can't stand.
Normally I would fucking hate this kind of thing. I'd be right there with you, but weirdly enough, I'm actually liking it this time.
It's just so interesting the way that Sakurai and Kazuma's relationship has been developing in the background. It hasn't been the focus, and now that it's getting this focus, it's made me want more, and now I'm getting more, and it makes me really excited. That's what these kind of shows should do with their main couples. Don't give you a ton of shit with the main couple right away. Make you want more of it. Make you see the two of them together, and make you want more of it, so that when it does get into the romance bullshit, you're actually invested.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts on like most most romance or like rom-coms or whatever. That's why I don't like them, is that I like when there's the romance that's developing naturally as a subplot to like actual like main plot stuff, and you have the characters that actually have goals and aspirations, and you can like actually care about them. Whereas a lot of like with rom-coms or whatever, the people only exist. The entire plot only exists for look at these people, ship them. I don't care who they are. You don't get any plot development, just ship.
But that's basically what this whole show has been, though.
With the main
Takeda, yeah, but they're not why I like the show.
Yeah, with the main couple, kinda. But at least we have the background couple, and they make it worth it.
And I don't
Yeah, like,
understand. I honestly don't understand where either of you are coming from. The main plot is not interesting.
But
But the secondary one, that doesn't matter in the slightest. That's not going to get ever focused on. That's what you're here for.
Focused on.
It got focused on
Yeah,
this
focus on
episode.
here. So focus on here. One episode, but for the rest of the show, for the majority of the show, it's not. With the occasional interjection.
It's not just them. I like all of the side characters. I like Natsumi. I like the fucking chief. I like him. I want to see more of him.
Yeah, and
that's fine. And that's fine if everything else is good. But what I'm saying is the core of this show is fucking garbage, and it doesn't make me want to watch it anymore.
I mean, I don't think the core of the show is garbage. I think the core of their show is lukewarm. It's not, at the end of the day, it's not for me. I don't hate it. It's just, I would rather see the other things.
It is very much the kind of, like, just slice of lifey kind of stuff. It's not, there's not some big fancy plot stuff. It's just chill.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I am completely fine with, but I can understand if it's not everyone's jam.
But I'm just so disinterested in... Like, I barely have any interest in the side characters. Yeah, they're kind of cool, I guess, but, like, they're nothing special to me. And I find the main two characters' relationship to be fucking cringeworthy.
Fair enough.
I don't necessarily cringe at their relationship a lot. I just sort of, like, every now and then I'll have an eye roll. Every now and then I'll be like, oh, okay, that's neat. I don't know. Like, Grandpa was kind of neat. Like... But whenever it gets to Sakurai and Kazuma, like, they get focus. Like, there have been a couple episodes where they were the focus for half, while the main couple is the focus for half. Like,
yeah, like,
and then,
the white, was it? No, yeah, it was the White Day one and the Christmas one that they both got major focus.
yes.
And both those times, it felt just so tropey. Like... the whole confession getting interrupted by a loud noise. I haven't watched that many romance. I avoid romance like the plague. I fucking hate it. But, like, I know that that's a trope of the confession getting cut off by a loud noise, and I kind of rolled my eyes at that episode. And it's like, no.
See, normally, like I said, I'd be there with you on the I hate the romance kind of stuff, but weirdly enough, this one actually has gotten me just from it's like I said, it's not the, like, most amazing show ever, but it's cute. I like it.
I like seeing this background couple getting this really good development and really compelling romance to me, and it might help that I was shipping them before the show started shipping them, and I liked their character before, because it was like episode 3 where the show actually started going in with shipping them with Christmas, but I still liked them in episode 1 and episode 2, because Cosmo did the thing too, where he phoned her when the one guy was trying to be like, hey, go on a date with me, go on a date with me, go on a date with me. Then Cosmo phoned her, and he was like, oh, sorry, wrong number. I was like, aw, that's sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the train scene was a bit tropey, but it didn't ruin it for me.
I feel like that's part of why she likes him so much, is that he's one of the guys that doesn't creep on her. I mean, he does look at her boobs, but...
He looks at her boobs, but she kind of likes it because she likes him. So,
did you notice how in the game version he was basically just playing Animal Crossing?
Was he?
Yeah, like, at least in that fishing scene, he literally, like, holds it up and it does the little whirr noise.
I haven't played Animal Crossing much. What I did play of it, I didn't really enjoy.
Nah, I haven't played much since New Leaf, but man, I'm getting the impression that you really just don't like just chill things like that. Stuff that doesn't really have a big plot.
Oh,
I do.
Hell no! I am so uninterested in slice of life. I'm surprised I like Komi as much as I do. Like, I was basically tearing into Aquatope, which was another show that we had last season in, that Meep really liked. I fucking hated it because it was all slice of life bullshit. It's like...
I really like slice of life stuff. Like, Like, stuff that I can just watch and relax is fantastic, especially now that I've become a stoner. Like, every time it's time for Aquatope, I just spark up. I live in Canada, by the way. Twitch, don't ban us. Spark up and I watch. Wait, we're not on Twitch, we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
LeMayo.
No, goddamn it, YouTube, don't ban us! Ah!
Does YouTube ban the weed?
I don't fucking know.
YouTube keeps changing everything about what they ban.
I don't know, disliking's not allowed anymore.
Hot tub dream.
And now people are commenting, use me as a dislike button, so they'll probably just get rid of comments too.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate this shit to begin with. Like, slice of life and romance. Oh god, that's a double threat for me. I'm surprised I like the episodes that I did. But I've hit the point where I'm like, I would rather watch anything else but this show.
You'd rather watch fucking Itaden?
Yeah! Yeah, I probably would.
No,
I'd be disgusted. I'd be disgusted, but at least there'd be points in it where I'd enjoy myself.
Didn't you have to force yourself to stop watching Itaden halfway through an episode?
Yes, but I'm saying if it was a choice between watching the rest of that episode of Itaden and cringing my way through that, I'd rather do that than watch this, because at least with that, I'm feeling something.
You know what? I can feel you on that, at least. I understand. I'd rather be upset than feel nothing. This show makes me feel stuff. Makes me feel the dopamine in my brain.
Yeah, for me, I am really finding that, like, I guess it's called Iyashike or whatever, like the slice of lifey kind of stuff. I fucking love that. That is now my favorite genre ever.
Oh no, I am trapped myself in a podcast with two people who like slice of life. I'm gonna watch so much slice of life I'm gonna hate.
I mean, hey, to be fair, at any point, Senpai can still die if they have an episode that's just Igarashi and Takeda, which, let's be honest, they probably will. Because if there's an episode with, like, no Sakurai and no Cosmo, then I'm not in it for it.
Bruh, we gotta stop killing things. We only have 4 things left.
We can go less. That's perfectly fine.
3 is usually a good... 3 to 4 is a good number for me. I like 3 to 4. Any more than that, and it's a bit not uncomfortable, but, like, a bit much.
Yeah, to be fair, that is a point where, like, you're trying to keep track of everything.
It's... yeah. Like, last season, when we dropped down to 2, man, it was hard to fill time. Though, hey, if we get short episodes, we get short episodes.
Yeah.
I know I keep asking these kind of things, like, have you ever had an episode or whatever, but have you guys ever had, like, a season where nothing died?
No, absolutely not. Something has died every season. Oh, God.
Highly unlikely that that'll ever happen. Not impossible, but highly unlikely.
Yeah, I can imagine it would have to be all, like, really, really good stuff for nothing to die.
I mean, to be honest, looking at everything, looking at previous seasons and stuff, we'd have to get, like, one of the most legendary seasons of anime that has ever existed in order for that to happen. And we also have to roll well on our roulettes. Yeah,
and fucking 4... Every season so far has had one really disgusting show. In the first one, fall, it was Fruit Tart. In winter, it was Jobless. Spring, it was Koikimo. Last season, it was Itaden, and this season it was Mirako. So, we'll probably get at least one egregious show per... Like, it's the yin to balance out the yang. It's the Kuma Bears to balance out our paladins.
That's just kind of the law of anime. For every good anime that you have, there will always be something weird, creepy, and just that makes you want to vomit.
I still want to watch Kuma Bear after you guys have been talking about it.
Yes! Yes! When is season 2 coming out again? We gotta force me to watch it.
Winter, I think.
Oh, we gotta catch it fast!
Yeah, from what I gather, this show is absolute ass, and I must watch it.
It's just boring.
Here's
Lemon,
the
you
thing.
just said you hate slice of life. It's slice of life and isekai. It's another double threat for you.
Here's the thing. Well, I don't mind isekai, as long as it's doing something interesting. And Gilly and Dal have went to bat for that show, so I know there's at least two people who have something going for it.
You know what else Gilly and Dal went to bat for? Huh? They fucking went to bat for Spider, the CG Spider isekai.
Yeah, and I've heard that's not that bad.
I've seen a little of that. That doesn't seem that bad.
It's just so boring. Anyways, are we ready for cards?
I'm gonna say I fuck this show.
I'ma fuck it as well.
I'ma kill it. It's pain for me to watch. Go away. I can't believe it's still alive. It was on the wheel.
It's only on the wheel once, though.
And I fucked up and made nothing die that episode.
Let's move on to Sakugan, episode 8. The crew visits Gagumber's old town. While Gagumber and Yuri drink, Zakledu kidnaps Memempu. Gagumber confronts her, learning Zack was Rufus's little sister, and that she despises him. Gagumber saves Memempu and apologizes to her, while Zakledu sees that Gagumber really does cherish his family.
This fucking...
This show...
Sorry.
Yeah, this show... It has the most garbage-ass pacing ever. You were right.
Really? I fucking loved this episode.
It's good, but I feel like this show should be a longer show. It needs those moments. It keeps having these deep, powerful, emotional moments, and then it just doesn't let us sit in that moment for long enough. You should at least have let us think that he was dead until the next episode.
Yeah,
instead of just immediately.
I disagree there. We would have been more upset if it was next episode he shows up and he's alive.
No, we need it to be next episode. I need to marinate in the sadness. Give me the feels.
No, wanna know what needed to happen? Gagumber should have fucking died.
No.
And here's the thing. Okay, this is my opinion.
He's not allowed to die.
This episode was so fucking good for me. It brought the show back. I loved it. For so much. The plot twists and how it unraveled. I thought it unraveled well. Yeah, it was a little fast-paced, but I liked it. It got across just enough information that we need to get across. And then it ends with Gagumber basically taking a bullet from Memempu because of Zakledu. And then the last 30 fucking seconds of the show, nothing fucking matters!
Yeah, he's just suddenly okay.
He's just okay!
He was not okay. The way he was standing, he has very serious injuries.
Yeah, but
they should have had him in the hospital, though. They should have had him in the hospital.
He was supposed to stay there. He left.
I'm not gonna show. No, I mean after he got shot, they should have shown him back in the hospital.
Yeah, I mean,
also, you're really just gonna keep the person around who point blank tried to murder you and your dad.
He tried to murder you and your dad, and you're keeping her around for no fucking reason, because whatever. We don't even know if you haven't contributed anything to the party this whole fucking time. You're a non-asset. You've literally hopped on only because he owes me money, and then tried to kill him, but no, we're gonna forgive you, because we need you on the team for some fucking reason.
Because Gagumber thinks it's his fault. He thinks he deserved that. That was the entire thing. He was running away from everything. This was, while not completing his character arc, it was still also a big part of it. Gagumber fully believes he deserved that.
Oh yeah. I'm not doubting that point. I'm just saying this episode doesn't fucking matter because we're resetting right back to zero, the same place where we were at the start of this episode. None of it mattered. This whole good story arc doesn't fucking matter. It's filler. And that pisses me right the fuck off.
I don't think we're resetting zero, because there's going to be character development out of this, and now we have the Gale Force.
Oh, we're resetting to zero, because on the next episode's gonna be a beach episode! So we're just gonna completely run past all of that and go right back into other fillery bullshit.
I don't want to judge this episode based on the next time on, that's the thing. That could, for all we know, that could be a scene just at the end of the episode, and the next episode could be the fallout from this. I want to see the fallout before I make any decisions on the character arc as a whole. So far, I really liked it. I thought them forgiving Zach Ledoux was believable, because while she doesn't contribute anything to the team, I can understand Gagumber wanting that part of Rufus around, because he feels like he owes her. Like, I like that. I think that's a good part of Gagumber's character, and I can believe Memempu going along with it, because she's very childish. Like, her whole thing has been, she's smart, but she's also still a child.
It's like, this character has betrayed you, not only once, but multiple times. We found out her whole reason for following you is to just kill you. And we're just gonna forgive and just almost die, but no one actually really dies, because this is anime, because fuck, we can't have any consequences to people's actions. Like, how much more impactful would it have been if he had fucking died? And just how much more interesting would the show be if it was just fucking Memempu and Yuri on their own?
Would you have liked us to not have Gagumber? Would you have preferred...
I would have preferred him die. I would have preferred him fucking die this episode. That would have been so much more interesting than what we got.
Like, I don't know. I think him dying would have been a worse outcome. I don't think every show can pull off the Kamina twist. I don't think every show can pull it off. I don't think this one would have either.
This could have! I think it could have! 100%! I don't think any show can totally do character death like that and just move on from character death like that and just have it be an aspect of it and not bitch out and puss out like so many shows do.
I don't think it could have, because the show doesn't have the characters to carry the void that Gagumber would leave. The show would be a...
I'm just mad that they didn't even fucking try, and they went on the... And they just did the exact same shit that every other show does. The dumb shonen bullshit that no one can fucking die because we need all our characters to be together for whatever purposes.
Like I said, I don't exactly... I'm in the middle here. I don't want him to die, but I wanted them to draw out the maybe he died just a little bit more. Make me feel...
I think if they dragged it out any further, it would have felt like a lie and would have just pissed people off further, because it would have made the people who wanted him to die to be upset, and it would have made the people who didn't want him to die to be upset because, oh, well, why do you mislead us like that?
Dying, the whole him being on the ground, bleeding out, and Memempu crying over him should have been his death. They should have shot a completely different way if those were fucking wounds that he could survive, apparently. But no, he looks like he fucking dies in that scene, so it looks like they fucking just pull everything back later on. And it's just, it feels like shit.
I mean, it's literally in the next scene you see him. He's just
suddenly okay. I think they should have had. They should have drawn out his recovery process a little bit more.
At least show that he's wounded and not just standing up, walking around like it's nothing.
He was. Yeah. He had a clear limp and he was hunched. He was not okay.
No, he needs to be in the fucking hospital for as many injuries as he suffered. Like he fucking
he was supposed to stay there. He left without consulting his doctor.
He looked nothing different.
I
mean, back in the hospital, and he's on the fucking life support and stuff, and they're just like, I'm not sure if he's gonna make it.
It's some sort of at least. It's like, he's just standing up. He's just like, it looks like he fucking dies. And now next episode, he's just standing up, maybe with a little bit of a limp. Sure, he looks a bit scuffed up, but that's it. He's fucking crying blood in a previous episode, but no, he's just fine right now.
Again, I don't want to judge this episode based on what's going to happen next episode. For all we know, it could.
It wasn't even in the next episode. That was in the
We're
last
talking
30
about right
seconds
now.
of this episode.
We're talking about right now.
You kept saying next episode.
No, we're saying in the next 30 seconds of that episode that followed that scene where he's literally crying blood.
Following that scene, he's
And
immediately
then all
off
of a
and
sudden
gun.
he's okay.
No, he's in the scene where Memempu and him are looking at Zach Leto. He is hunched over and looks like he has a limp. He's
Not enough.
Not enough, yeah. For the amount of injuries that it looked like he took, to the point where Memempu thought he fucking died, that is not enough. A simple limp and a small hunch? No. It looks like we're just resetting to zero at that point. That looks like injuries that are going to be fixed by the time we start next episode.
Yeah, it feels like they're just going to forget everything that just happened.
I don't want to make that judgment before we see next episode. Like,
I am not optimistic about that.
You know what? I absolutely am. Because you want to know why? The series has done it before. And it's done it for the last 4 fucking episodes. Just plot points that we think are going to be fulfilled, just don't move on. Or anything like that. It's just...
actually
the show
important.
has... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they did it with the scene where she gets the animus dumped on her, and like they built up that they had built up the whole episode that this was like some horrible thing that if you touch it, bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, but
and then
that
she gets
episode was-
point blank a whole gallon of it dumped on her head. He falls to his knees. He's crying. He's like almost crying. He's upset, and then 5 seconds later, she's okay.
That episode was basically filler, though. I want to see if there's any fallout from this, because this was a big... Like, this was the first story important thing I think we've had since episode 3.
I mean...
Yes.
Yeah.
But
like,
it's just
okay.
they need to stop immediately blue ballsing me on the feels.
It's... Yeah. I mean, but besides that, like... The rest of this episode was great, though. Like,
Yes.
honestly, without the last 30 seconds, I would say this is the best episode of Sakugan.
Yeah, they should have just ended it at that.
I liked the drip feed of information and letting us piece together that, oh, Zach is Zach Leto. And, yeah, interesting representation of a trans character, definitely. Like, set up believably and then just shown. And, yeah, that's just the character.
Yeah.
But besides that, the last 30 seconds of this episode poisons it for me. Because it sets up so much shit for how next episode is gonna go that I'm so fucking done with this show. Like, it's spat in my face so many times now at this point, and I'm done with it.
Like, I'll say this. If next episode there's no fallout and it's back to the filler bullshit, I'll be right there. I'll be killing it too. But I want to wait and see what the fallout is before I make that choice.
I'm done giving the show the benefit of the fucking doubt. It's lost those privileges for me. I think I know where it's going to go, and it's probably going to go there. So there's no point in us continuing, I think.
I'm willing to give this show a little bit more of a chance. But I will say it is pissing me off with that.
Well, are we ready for cards then?
Kill!
I'm still fucking the show.
I'm gonna fuck it too.
Oh, Amber.
My favorite.
Oh, I thought you were on my side.
I'm getting there, but it's not there yet.
Like, because I know what you're talking about with the beach episode next episode. I'm hoping that's just like a small scene closer to the end. But if it's like what starts it off and there's no fallout, absolutely no consequences, I'm there too. I will be fucking killing the show, and Senpai will be living to the end. I mean, what?
This
Nah,
show,
fucking
man.
knows about Senpai.
This fucking show has just been a knife to the heart every fucking episode at this point. I don't think I've ever been this disappointed by a show for a long ass time. Yes.
Yeah, the only shows I can see thus far that everyone seems to generally agree is okay is Paladin and Komi.
Man, couldn't we have had a Palin this week to end off on instead of this sour note?
Fuck Sakugan. Like, I legit have begun to hate this show. And there's good shit in it. Like, that's what pisses me off so much. Biggest disappointment of the season. 100%. Like,
I still think my biggest disappointment was Deep Insanity, because it sounded like it was gonna be fucking awesome.
the thing about me is that Deep Insanity showed its hand immediately.
fair
Sakugan
enough.
was good for the first 4 episodes.
As
And then the
much
next
as-
half was just garbage. It's just garbage
as-
from there on out.
As much as Sakugan has been up and down for me, I'm definitely gonna have to give it to either Ranking of Kings or Platinum End. Platinum End just because, God, that premise could be good! But fuck!
Yeah, like, well, I mean, it was the thing that eventually became Death Note, so at least it got
Yeah.
that.
Like, by the way, I feel like I should say, at the end of the Sakugan episode this week, I was fuming. I was so mad. Like, you guys only got like half of the emotion that I was feeling when I ended this episode.
Oh, jeez.
I was pissed.
Damn. Alrighty. So, Graveyard Tour time. Has anyone been watching anything that's damp?
I've been meaning to watch it, but I was honestly at this point, a part of me was scrambling to get that art done for the thumbnail, but I did not get it done for this episode, so I'm gonna make it a Christmas thing and do it for a next episode, hopefully.
Don't worry about it. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I've gotten a good portion of it done, but it's not done yet.
as nice as it would be to have custom thumbnails, we can live without.
As much.
We'll
Once
at
you,
least
but
get
if you
one.
get it, but if we get one, that's awesome.
Yeah. I've got ideas for other art, and probably at least some of them are going to involve Drellick, because I like drawing him. He's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as shows that have died go, I haven't watched any, but I'm still watching Aquatope and Tactope Destiny.
Yeah, I
It-
was meaning to watch that one. That was one of the ones I was gonna watch.
In Aquatope this week, Kukuru didn't actually die or get hospitalized. She ran away to another island and has been staying with Umion's wife. And there was this nice scene where they were watching the sea turtles hatch. There was a bunch of plot this episode, some stuff with Fuka, and then Fuka went and tracked down Kukuru. And it was this really nice scene, and kind of made me think it's going to start focusing on the romance again, because it's like, oh, okay, Fuka is back to being supportive of Kukuru again. Okay, maybe something will happen. It's really nice. It's really sweet. I still really like it. Like, Aquatope is still high up there for me.
I wonder. Sorry.
No,
I wonder
you continue.
I wonder if the show will still blue balls you on the Yuri romance. I wonder if they're only gonna pop it off at the last episode, and even then it's gonna be a very lukewarm, like, confession or something.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't, but if it does, I'll probably have to move it down from an 8 to a 7.
Oof.
A 7 is still good for me. A 7 is still, I will continue to fuck it. It's once you get to a 6 where it's like, okay, time to kill you off. Tactope Destiny this week. A lot of beautiful Sakuga, and there was a lot of fighting, although there was a hint towards a trope that I hate when anime like this do. It's hinting towards the world organization that's supposed to protect humanity is actually evil, and I don't like that.
Because they do it every single fucking time.
Oh my god, I'm really hoping the wording was just meant to be, oh, we're not evil, we just don't care about civilians. Because there was this entire exchange where the head commander gets demoted because he broke the rules by interfering with Takt Asashina. And then one of the conductors from the Symphonica goes, oh, classic Symphonica, that's the only rule he broke. Because the head commander was gathering D2s together to attack this innocent town. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, so the Symphonica is fucking evil then. Great. Because that's a twist that I want.
That's a twist you totally didn't see coming.
I thought the show would not do that, but you know what? I'll see where it goes.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't watched anything. But be prepared. Episode 12. Our retrospective episode. Visual Prison. Full series recap. Coming to you, episode 12. Direct from me. If I can get up off my ass and actually watch the show.
LeMayo.
If we kill Sakugan but all keep watching it, does it still get eligible for certain awards?
If it's stuff that requires episodes that we didn't watch, then no. But if it requires stuff that about episodes that we did watch, yes.
Like, if it dies and we all keep watching it, because if it dies, I'm gonna continue it.
Same. I'm dug in too deep. Like, if it dies, I'm just... Yeah.
What about you, Ember? Are you gonna finish it off?
Yeah, I'm definitely finishing this show no matter what you guys do.
So then, if it has a really good ending, it would still be eligible for best ending?
No. No, it wouldn't.
You don't think it's gonna have a good finale?
No, I just think it's, like, if we kill it off at that point, then, like... It shouldn't get resurrected just because we kept on watching it even though we killed it.
Well, I'm not saying resurrect it. I'm saying, like, it can be on the awards, because dead shows get put on the awards all the time.
Yeah, but it's usually for stuff that we've already seen, for purposes that we've already seen. But if we're talking about an episode that we haven't actually reviewed in the non-graveyard tour, that doesn't... No. That seems bullshit.
Okay.
Like, yeah, were you trying to nominate a episode of Aquatope that was dead for best show last time? I mean, best episode last time?
Best episode? I don't think so, because there was an episode that I said was really good that I would like to nominate, but we haven't seen it.
Like,
oh
yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
The only time I ever nominated something was in the first season when I said Noblesse was the most disappointing. Because I thought, like, oh, it's personal award, so it couldn't be too much of a big deal if I include Noblesse, but then I got yelled at, so I was like, well, I won't do that again then.
It should be relegated to what we have talked about in the show in the non-graveyard tour.
Okay.
At least I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because if so, then... Oh god, I have so many better options for Waifu Husbando.
So, one thing I do want to ask. So, Komi-San Komi-San is being done by OLM. Those are the Pokemon people. I saw a thread. People were talking about the episode count and were saying that it might just be continuous like Pokemon is, where they just keep going until they adapt all of the manga.
What?
There's no there's nothing confirming this. This is just people discussing what they think's gonna happen, and I hope that's not what happens. I hope we get a 1 or 2 core.
I think we're gonna get 2 core. Mm-hmm. Like, OLM's done other shows besides just Pokemon. Like, Pokemon's gonna be their big cash cow, of course. Like, fucking Nintendo and like whatever the Pokemon company is just gonna. Yeah, they're gonna keep paying them to pump it out, but like, they did shit. Like, I wish they gave Berserk that treatment. If they would have just done all of Berserk continually, hell yeah.
Well, it's a good thing until they catch up to the manga. That's the only issue. And with Berserk, that would have been an issue.
Yeah, when did it... Oh yeah, it was in 97, so yeah, they would have absolutely rode up to the point where, yeah, they would have gotten to about Conviction, and then been like, we have no more material.
Because that's how Bleach has more filler episodes than...
Yeah. But, I mean, they could have at least picked up again when fucking Conviction was done. That would have been cool.
But that's not how anime studios do. They continue, and once they catch up, they're like, okay, time to filler and pad shit out to the max.
But I mean, they ended Berserk at the end of Golden Age. They could have done it again with conviction. Please, please, dear God, give me a good Berserk adaptation.
I mean, isn't the 99 supposed to be a good adaptation?
Yeah. It's just the art style is very 90s, and when you've got the comparison of the manga, it's not great. Also, there are two voice actors that are very much known for different roles in my head, doing the exact same voices in that.
Oh.
Casca's just Mommy from Madoka Magica, and Guts is straight up just a more gravelly Goku. There's no changing that. Griffith is really good, though. Griffith is on point.
Man, nothing died this week.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like every week in summer, something died until we had our last two shows. No, this time it's just we have a couple of shows that might still die. It's just they didn't die this week. Damn.
We're
I'm
willing
sad.
to see them at least a little bit further.
I can't believe that of our four shows that are alive, the three that might make it to the end, one of them might be Senpai, depending.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, please. No.
I will make this live just to piss you off, lol.
No.
I won't.
Oh,
If it keeps boring
this
episodes-
is it. This is the entropy that I was thinking was gonna happen for me getting my way last summer.
Yeah, the show that you were
come back to haunt
loving
you.
is now turning to shit for you.
The show I really, really like turned to shit, and a show I really, really hate is gonna live to the end.
It might. It all depends on if it gets me to kill it. Because I feel like Ember, you're gonna fuck it no matter what.
Nah. There's still a possibility that I'm gonna kill the show.
Man. Yeah, this is revenge for me killing off Aquatope and Black Company. I know he's not here right now, but I can hear that angry Swede just going, "Suffer," but in Swedish.
Well,
Season is not looking good, though.
yeah. At least we've got something. At least we have Komi and possibly Paladin.
I feel like Komi might only be a one core, but we'll get its second core, like, maybe in spring. Though I suppose it all depends on what Netflix wants to do with it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Netflix seasons get pretty weird.
I mean, it's Netflix exclusive up here in the West, but no, it's up to whoever is holding the strings over in Japan.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, they're just publishing it. They're like Crunchyroll and Funimation.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, that makes the most amount of sense. I think the fact that we still don't have an episode count means we're at least getting 2 cores.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which I really hope, because, like, starting up next season with at least 2 shows we know we're really gonna like, it's gonna be great. I'm hype as hell for
Vanitas.
more Vanitas. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I'm happy we have locks. Like, here's the thing. Every season of anime, the average that's going to be alive at the end is going to be 3, because that's been the sort of, what do you call it, pattern. And usually 1 or 2 of them are locks.
Yeah. Like, for instance, if you check the funny FMK Anime Mal that I have created, which now, by the way, has its own custom theme for its list. You should check it out. It's got our got the lovely banner art that made by Death to Reality.
Yeah.
If you check on there, I have filled out and made a note beside every show that has been a Locke and a Mary. So you can directly see how many Locks have survived and how many have died.
Efficient.
So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of our 12 shows that have actually lived to the end have been Locks. I should say that have lived through all of their episodes, because Vivi is on this list. Vivi died, but we got all its seasons, all its episodes. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of our Locks have died.
Yep. We're not, we don't really pick Locks very good, especially not this season.
Oh, fuck, no.
Hey, to be fair, I was going into this blind. I don't know anime, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of all of us, you probably picked the highest quality one, to be honest.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because it's not like I hate the show, I just think it doesn't understand what tone it wants to go for. And the adaptation, skipping over backstory stuff, was a bit of a poor choice. Also, the inconsistent writing. I don't like that either.
Yeah,
But-
fair enough.
But besides
It
that,
does feel like it's...
Sorry.
That show does feel like it's... were you gonna say something?
No, you go.
But yeah, that show does feel like it's trying to go for, like, the Game of Thrones level, like, not everyone is bad, but also good. Like, everyone's ambiguous in that kind of sense. Like, there's no clear villain. But it just feels so jarring when it's very clearly in the kids show style, like, where you would expect a very clear bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you're used to, and it just throws you off.
But yeah, checking on Mal, like, I think it's the highest rated of the season. Like, at an 8.84, people love it. So yeah,
Yeah.
if the show ever takes off, we're gonna get flamed for killing this. Sorry.
I don't care, they can fucking send me death threats all they want. I don't hate the show, I just think it has problems. If people want to blindly overlook those problems, hey, that's their choice.
I mean, hey, it's only a couple thousand. It's 100,000 away from getting overtaken by our season's ecchi.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so kind of sad that we didn't get the ecchi. I kind of wanted to see what this garbage was about.
Wait,
Okay,
which show?
this is something I need to bring up. It only aired one episode this season. The rest of the episodes are getting aired next season. Is it eligible for winner?
Yes?
Okay, I might have a different luck then.
Oh my god, me.
I am having a hard time picking a lock for next season, okay?
Me, but the other thing that Kuro was telling you about sounded really good.
I'll show it to Ember. Maybe Ember will lock it. Sounds like something Ember would like.
I mean, I'd probably lock it if I wasn't already locking Vanitas Season 2.
Exactly. There's not many good choices for good shows next season, so...
What do you say that we get at least something that... We could get something to make Limis happy and get something to hate watch.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, Vanitas is probably going to make Limus happy. See, Ember, what I'm saying is, I want to lock the ecchi that's going to come out next season. But there was another show Kuro was telling us was really good. Here, let me send it to you, actually. Because I think you'd actually be down with this.
I mean, I'm down to try most anything. Unless it's just like straight up hentai or something.
Yeah, it's about, it's basically about, like, cross-dressing and crossplay and shit. It's supposed to be just, like, actually kind of wholesome about it, and that sounds really
Drag
cool.
queen.
It's about this more, like, not effeminate, but he likes effeminate things. And he likes making dolls and making, a clothes. It's this guy, but he got teased for it. However, this cosplay chick is like, "Yo, you make clothes? Fucking awesome! Make my clothes." And it's a bit of a, from what I understand, it's supposed to be like this, not slice of life, but here, romance, school, seinen, slice of life. Oh wait,
Eh.
but it kind of like, imagine Komi. It's slice of life, but more. It has something interesting to it.
Yeah, like the whole centering around cosplay and like crossplay and stuff like that. That sounds interesting. I'd be down for that.
Because it's cosplay and cross-dressing, right?
Yeah.
Or
at least that's what Kuro said.
Yeah, but there you are. I sent
Drag queens.
The
mail to you. Are we still streaming, by the way?
We are still streaming. We still have not turned it off. But yeah, the show about the man-killer virus, a lethal disease that has eradicated 99.9% of the world's population, and that 1% boy has been frozen in cryogenic sleep and awakened to a bunch of horny girls. So yeah, you know what that's gonna be. I can't believe it's not hentai.
Destroy dick.
It's ecchi trash, and I'm gonna lock it, I think.
Oh my god, Beep.
I might, depending on if the doll show.
Death by Snoo.
I'll wait to see what you two lock first before I make any choices.
Beep, you know what I'm gonna lock? You know what I'm gonna lock, Beep? I have no choice. I literally have, by the rules of the game, I have no choice.
Yes, but I still don't know what Ember's gonna lock.
I am completely up for anything.
Also, they goddamn spoil the show. There's not only one dude. There's already a second dude in the character list. There's a third, too!
Still, that's only 3 dudes, and they are going to get their peepees destroyed.
Maybe they're artificial men.
Superman.
This is gonna be stupid. This show's gonna be so fucking stupid.
All the more reason to watch it. I will say, on non-anime things, I finally, someone told me about this weird art film from the 70s called Possibly in Michigan, and I finally got around to watching it, and yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, I saw you posted that, and that looks like the exact kind of creepy that I like. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, it has that kind of Twin Peaksy, especially when they're talking to each other, it has that, they're always in that sing-songy voice and stuff, and it's just, it feels just so off. You're just like, ugh.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and also lesbiab.
Ooh.
It's not, it's pretty heavily implied, but not outright stated.
Ah.
Lesbian cannibals.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah. Stone Ocean got a trailer, boys! Let's fucking go! Not a trailer. Opening.
Yeah.
It's fucking CGI again! They brought the CGI back!
Saying ever since it came out, Limus, why do you think I've been saying Stone Ocean already better than Part 4-5?
Listen, Beep, I was holding it in so I could explode on this podcast. They look fucking good!
It's fucking awesome! I love it!
Dude, there's so many visual callbacks to both Stand Proud and End of the World. It's so good. You know, it's doing the thing where it's like, it's calling back. It's calling back to her dad's time fighting as a stand user. On top of it being also keeping the really poppy colors of Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town and Chase and stuff. Not Chase. Chase is very dull. And the other ones.
Chase is my favorite of the Part 4 openings.
I can't believe you. I think Chase is terrible.
I love the song, and the visuals are so fun. Just seeing them chasing Kira It's like da 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 as his arm is grabbing Kira's shoulder, and Kira just turns. Ah, it's so good.
Chase is my least favorite opening.
Really? I fucking love it.
I hate how bland it is. I don't like the song.
The song's great. Chase you. Chase
bad.
you.
It just sounds like bad punk rock. It doesn't fit.
It's great. What are you talking about?
Fuck you. Great Days is the best OP.
Oh, Great Days is the worst one.
Motherfucker. Great Days is great.
Oh my god, we're so opposed. This isn't me being a contrarian either. I legitimately don't like Great Days.
I love Great Days. It's great.
No, it should be called Bad Days because it makes me sad.
Yeah, it is Bad Days. It's the one when Kira bites the dust and it goes in reverse.
Yes.
Goes from Great Days into Bad Days. I'm excited because of all these callbacks to previous OPs. Like, I've had this theory that whatever Poochie invading the opening is gonna be in this season, I think it's gonna roll us all the way back to Sonochi no Sadame. Because if you remember, that starts with like a flash and a bunch of characters show up, and it's all the Joe stars, but it starts at Jolene and not like Josuke 8. So I think we're gonna go back, and there's gonna be some sort of callback to that.
Wait, is that the first opening?
Yeah, Sonochi no Sadame is part 1's opening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna tie back to that, and with all these visual similarities to Stand Proud and shit. Yeah. I'm excited. Just dropping the OP was all they needed to do to get me hyped. I mean, I was already fucking hyped. But now I'm, like, extra hype.
So, there is one thing that I think we want to discuss with you, Ember. So, JoJo's is a series where you don't really need to see the previous parts to like, watch the newer ones. So we normally have our anti-sequels rule, but would you be willing to break the rules with us?
Mayhaps.
But, here's the thing, Meep. Part 6 is, like, the part that you need the most background information for.
Yeah, that is true.
So maybe we should just save it for the Graveyard Tour?
Maybe.
Because, like, yeah, like, just from the little bit that I've read ahead, like, being acquainted with Jotaro already is gonna be so much better.
Unless in the next 4 weeks I can force Ember to watch over 140 episodes of JoJo's.
Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a long road that you do not zoom through in a couple months, in a couple weeks. When we zoom through it...
ADHD brain.
Oh, yeah. It took me like half a year to get caught up.
There's other stuff I want to watch in the meantime.
Yeah.
Damn, can't believe we're going to be reviewing Part 7 as the first JoJo's on the podcast then.
I mean, we'd be starting on a high note. Unless they go through that idea that they've been talking about with all the horses being CGI, then that might be interesting in a different way.
Listen, as long as it's not as bad as the CGI bears from Golden Kamui, I'm fine. Golden Kamui, very good. Watch it. It's very gay in the best of ways.
Yes.
Sorry.
No, you go.
I am out of things to say.
Yeah, is that an episode?
I feel like that was an episode a while ago.
That was an episode a while ago. It just kept going.
Yeah.
We're just padding because we only have 3 episodes today.
Let's see here.
You can find me at Soul_King777 on Twitter. Do not follow me if you are a minor, however, or else I will make you star in a live-action adaptation of Girls Bravo. This is a threat. Don't overstep.
I don't remember what that one was, but I remember it being weird.
Horny.
Horny.
High school kids just naked all the time? That's what that is.
Why do they have to be high school kids?
Why does like anime have
Because
such
it was the early 2000s.
But like even now it seems like anime has a huge fucking problem with like looting the high schoolers. Why?
It's because the age of consent over there is 16. That's
Fucking
why.
weird.
So we have to suffer for that. But yeah, you can find me as Limus, spread all across the internet. Find them all congregated under limus.card.co. Yeah. Amber.
Yeah, and then
I am at Ember the Unusual on Twitter. Follow me. I might do a funny. Or maybe post to art, but that's very, very rare.
But yeah, good job, everyone. We managed to stretch this out to 1 hour.
Huzzah!
Oh, yeah, gamers.
Thank you, everyone, for
Hopefully
watching.
we'll have more content next time.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for watching. Come tune back in next week where we're going to have 4 episodes. Hell yeah. Unless Sakugan decides it's going to have a recap episode, then. No.
Hey, if it's a recap episode framed as a beach episode, I'll actually watch that.
Oh
you know
my
what?
god, if that's what it is.
No,
Oh.
that would just mean, Linus, that would just mean that episode 9 would be everything we want. Like, if it, like,
no,
if,
it's not
if
everything we want. It's not everything we want. It's everything that's going to take me to kill it. It's not going to bring it back.
What do you mean? No, because what I'm saying is, imagine if Sakugan had an episode 8.5, like not an actual episode, but the next time on was the next time on was for the recap episode, and the recap episode is just a beach episode where the characters are going, man, can't believe that thing happened. Hey, remember when you did thing?
No.
Oh, look, Zach Ledu in bikini.
That would be... No.
Not gonna lie, Zach Ledu do be cute though in that bikini.
Hell yeah.
mm-hmm.
She trans well. She looks good.
Is is it that she's actually trans, or
Yeah.
was it the anime trope thing where it was like, oh, she was a girl the whole time, but
Oh.
dumb man thought they were boy.
Well,
I mean,
yes
that's
and no.
basically trans anyway. That's basically what being trans is anyway.
I mean, with all that, it's pretty assumed that, like, actual... Like, there are a couple scenes there that are actually like, oh, yeah, that is... This one has the dysphoria.
Like, hey, if that is what it is, then awesome. It's just, I know anime does it a lot, where it's like, oh, we were kids, and I thought you were a boy, but you were actually a girl because you were flat. Like, that's a big trope in anime, and I'm wondering if that's what happened here.
Oh, hell no. This gal's absolutely trans. And it's just dropped in there.
Yeah.
Damn, this was a good episode.
Yeah, it was! Why did it have to ruin it with the last 30 seconds?
I don't know. I can't say the last 30 seconds ruined it until I see if there's any fallout.
But, like, isolated from everything else, damn fucking good episode. Like, I feel like that should be overstated. It was... Like, if it hadn't had the last 30 seconds, it would have brought it back for me.
Hell, it did bring it back for me. I was like, damn, this is a true return to form for the show. Fuck, I loved this. Like, the emotions I was feeling throughout that, as Gagumber just kept getting shot and shot at, as, like, what Zach Leto was saying was registering to him, and you could tell the guilt he was feeling. And just the realization Zach Leto had on her face as Gagumber takes that beam from Amempu, and she realizes that she's just been chasing this thing that she didn't even know anything about, and just I think that's why it doesn't bother me, because I feel like it's in character for them to, I definitely think it's in character for them to forgive her, and I genuinely think she is remorseful.
Oh, yeah. Like, there was a lot of good emotions and stuff that were just subtly shown and stuff. But, like, yeah, it led to something good. It was all good stuff. And that's what makes the end feel, like, hurt. That's what makes the end hurt for me. Because I loved it. It was so well done. But it just tried to say to us that none of it mattered. So that pisses me right the fuck off.
I can concede to that it would have been nice to get a few more scenes of Gagumber in the hospital before then. But... if it makes sense in character for them to forgive Zach Leto, and Zach Leto is actually remorseful, it doesn't bother me that they do. Because she's actually remorseful. We can tell it's not going to happen again, but there still needs to be fallout from this. That's the make or break for me. If there is absolutely no fallout, or like everything is just back to normal, there's no like, hey, just like, and they never bring it up again, then I am totally with you. But I trust the show to have fallout, because in the first 3 episodes, Linda and, like, when it's story important stuff with Linda and what's his name, it was important. There was good fallout from that. The show knows how to do it. And yes, when it was in the fillery bullshit, it wasn't. But it's not in the fillery bullshit anymore, so I want to have faith it's going to bring it back.
But that faith and goodwill is long gone for me.
And that's fair.
But yeah. Sorry, Ember, do you have anything else to put in?
Nah.
Okay.
I think we all have a lot of emotions right now, and we're just gonna see whether or not those emotions mean anything by the next thing.
We'll find out on Thursday or whenever it comes out.
I just can't wait to have Paladin again next week.
Oh, thank God, please. Something non-divisive.
I mean, Komi-san wasn't divisive.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, in the first couple of episodes, I was very uncomfy, but now it's not uncomfy anymore, and I'm good.
Yeah. But we'll figure out what happens next week.
Yes.
Later. Next Monday. With that, thank you for listening to this end little bit and not clicking off, but yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah,
Bye.
see you next time. Bye!